Nearly 2 years after the U.S. Capitol riot, leaders of Congress honored the Capitol Police in Washington's D.C. Metropolitan Police Department for the heroism officers exhibited that day. Michael George has more.
In a moving ceremony, the U.S. Capitol Police Department and the D.C. Metro Police Department received congressional gold medals for their heroic response on January 6th.
Our law enforcement officers bravely stood in the breach, ensuring that democracy survived on that dark day.
The highest honor Congress awards came 23 months to the day after rioters attacked the Capitol in an effort to stop lawmakers from certifying the 2020 election of President Biden.
Thank you for having our backs. Thank you for saving our country.
Capitol Police Chief Thomas Manger recognized the officers who paid the ultimate sacrifice, including Officer Brian Sicknick.
For us, it was a day defined by chaos, courage, tragic loss, and resolve.
Officer Sicknick's family chose not to shake hands with Senator Mitch McConnell and Congressman Kevin McCarthy, telling CBS News the Republican leaders continue to put party politics first.
They won't admit to wrongdoing, not necessarily themselves, but of Trump, of the rioters.
The head of the D.C. Metro Police Department said Tuesday's ceremony was the first time many in his department who are carrying physical and emotional scars have been back to the Capitol.
The sound of metal poles and other objects striking the bodies, helmets, and shields may still ring loudly.
The medals will be placed in 4 locations: the Capitol Police, and D.C. Police Departments, and in the Smithsonian, so visitors can remember what happened that day. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
The ceremony comes the same day the chairman of the House committee investigating the attack said the committee will make referrals recommending criminal prosecution to the Justice Department by the end of the year. South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem is looking to win over the Republican-controlled legislature with details of her plan to enact a historic repeal of the state's tax on groceries. Now, Noem's proposed to repeal the state tax grocery during the final days of the legislative session in March and even made it a centerpiece of her re-election campaign. Noem is estimating that repealing the state tax on groceries would cost about $100 million and argued that state revenue growth can cover it. Revenue growth this year has been $76 million more than the legislature's adopted projections, and the state ended the last fiscal year in July with a $115 million surplus. Well, a semi-driver has been arrested after allegedly transporting millions of dollars in cocaine in Indiana. Take a look at this. Authorities say they received information about a possible shipment of drugs entering the state. 130 kilos of cocaine were found inside of the truck with an estimated street value of $13 million. Indiana State Police released this photo of the canine that sniffed out those drugs.